Hi, it's Kristen Bryant. I thought I would do a quick video showing how I make numbers using our pearls as a card, and this could be for someone's birthday or for an anniversary. I made a card last week for my niece who was turning 7, and then I am making now a card for one of my demonstrators who is celebrating her 10th anniversary with a Stampin' Up! Business. So I'm going to go ahead and turn around the camera so you can see how it works. So I am wanting to use this designer series paper that is from our art gallery paper, and these are all just such wonderful prints. They're each unique. I'm just going to quick show you. Here's the back side of that, and the other side of this one looks like this. I wish I could paint. I stamp because I can't paint. Some people can do both. I am not one of those. Here's that sheet again. And this is super pretty too. And the other side is like this. And then there's this one. These are all in our mini catalog. Oh, this one's still in there. So you can see this side and that side. So all just super fun sheets. And one of the things that I really like about our papers, I always love looking at the back to be inspired by the color combinations. And if you look here, we've got in different languages the colors that are used. And so sometimes when I'm making a card and it's not even a card I'm using designer series paper for, I'll just get inspiration for a card color combination by looking at what different designer series papers use. So since I'm choosing this sheet to work with, I am using Old Olive, Blushing Bride, and Mary Merlot. There's actually a couple different pinks, and if you look at this paper, there's different shades of pink even in this one sheet. So can try a few different things, but since it's a 10th anniversary for my friend, I was wanting to just make a line of pearls, and I just put this piece of paper on here to kind of be my guide as I went along. And then I was like, how am I going to do the circle for the oval for the 0 for the 10? And then I remembered I have our new dual oval punch that is in the mini catalog. And it comes in a bundle, or you can buy it separately with oval occasions. And so I thought, I am going to use this. And so I just punched out using a piece of scrap paper that I had, this. And I'm just going to set it right here. And I'm going to then put pearls all around the outside of it. Now, if you don't have the take your pick tool and you like working with different things like this, I suggest ordering it. They are so easy to just, I say that and then it's not. I need a little bit more of the gummy stuff here. You just turn it and it kind of has this little putty that comes out. And so I'm just going to hold this down and I'm going to set them. I'm left-handed, so let me just put this here. Maybe this isn't going to work as easy as I thought on video. It's always harder when there's people watching you up close. As you can see, I use my pearls often. I color them using our Stampin' Blends. I love making all different colored pearls that way. On these, I use Rich Razzleberry. I'm not using it for today, but the ones that you see here. One is Rococo Rose and another is Rich Razzleberry. So you see how easy it is to pick these ovals up with the take your pick tool. You know what, that one I want a little closer. I'm gonna glide it over a little bit because the adhesive is on there. So just kind of go around without this, without this oval, this would be super hard to do. So I'm so glad I remembered my new punch. We had punches like this years ago, but it wasn't two on the same punch, and I really like how it's, okay, I don't like how that one is. A little closer. I'm gonna kind of keep going here. So before you had to buy 2 punches. One was the scallop oval and one was just a regular. Well, this comes all together as one punch. And I love punches. I often am making multiple cards, like all the same. Like I like to do 12 the same kind. And so just to have to run the die through that many times takes a lot longer than just punching. So whenever there's a bundle with a punch, I always order it. I shouldn't say always. I didn't order the cat. One of the cats. I'm not a cat person. I just looked up to make sure I was videotaping. Last time I was doing a video, I got all the way done and realized I pressed take a picture instead of start a video, and that was so annoying. But I did do it. So now I'm just gonna move this out of here, and I have my 10. So, and actually I'm gonna make my one a little bit taller because the oval seems a little bit, oh, is it on there? Does that look about right? You know how you can feel like one more on the top. You probably go back and forth. Oh no, that's too much. I'm just gonna go with that. All right, so there is my 10 using our little pearl jewels. And now I'm gonna take, this is Mary Merlot and Blushing Bride. Or actually, I use Rococo Rose. I'm like trying to think back because I cut this paper yesterday. So I'm just going to first put a little adhesive on each corner. And this piece of Designer Series paper is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And the Mary Merlot is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So just 1/8 of an inch bigger. I just wanted a little border around the edge. And then, so you see how just having that tiny bit of Mary Merlot just adds a little bit to it. Now I'm going to put this on here with my dimensionals, which I think I just moved to my other table. So I'm going to quick grab. All right, got to pop these things up. Okay, now I want to finish by adding a flower from the Art Gallery stamp set. So the stamp set, where did I just set that? Oh, it's right in front of me here, sorry. So this is the Art Gallery stamp set, and I love the many greetings that are in this. And then it has the dies to go with it. I have a few of them up, 2 of them up because I'm going to use those right now. And then this label, this is from my favorite set of dies. It's called Tasteful Labels dies. And I use this all the time. I put them on a magnetic sheet. There's just such a great variety, and they fit so many different flowers, greetings, just different images. It's just one of those that I'll just keep around just because there's so many uses. And I like the different edges that there are. Like it cuts it and embosses it, or some of these pierce, it's like a stitching all around the edge. I don't know how well you can see those, but really if people ask, you know, what one set of dies should I have? I say the Tasteful Labels dies. And even if you don't want the set that coordinates with that, it doesn't matter because I use these all the time. I just kind of keep them out on one of my tables just so I have it ready to go. Now, this is, you use 2-step stamping with this. So when I'm using the photopolymer, I always like to stamp on top of the cutting mat here. And so I'm going to start with my Blushing Bride. And if you can see here, this one is a more full, it's kind of more what I call like the background image, and this one's more detailed. So this one is what I will do the lighter color. And so I am just going to take my piece of paper here, and you can just take any scrap, and I'm just gonna stamp this on there. And then I'm gonna take Mary Merlot and go right on top. And then I'm going to, wrong way, take the Old Olive, and again, this is the green that's in the Designer Series paper. And I'm gonna take the stem and just stamp this there. And then I will take the dies and cut that out. No, it's kind of interesting. I was kind of playing around with different colors, trying to see which I like best. This is Blushing Bride stamped off. I'd use, actually no, that was Petal Pink Blushing Bride. I just tried all different variations, and so I ended up liking the Blushing Bride and Mary Merlot the best when I was, when all was said and done. But hey, I can use these for something else because stampers keep those things, don't we? So I'm going to use our newer cut and emboss machine. If you're wondering what this is, I keep washi tape. This is washi tape that's been retired for quite a while, but I just kind of keep washi tape around because I like using it to hold the die in place. That way there's no shifting. Shifting doesn't happen really so much when you've got a new cutting mat like I do, but it happens more often when your cutting mat, you've used it many times and it can kind of start to curl a little bit. But I use it most of the time just because might as well make sure it stays right in the right place. Whoops, sorry about that. So I'm going to, and again, I use the same washi tape over and over again. It just has a little stick, but doesn't tear as you pull it up. So it's really perfect for this. So I'm gonna have this flower here, and then I'm gonna take my paper snips, and I'm just gonna cut, I just want just the edge of the leaves there. And so I'm just going to put a little tape on the edge here as I just kind of play around. Actually, this one goes on this side. I don't want it to stick out too much so it doesn't close. You know, let's go more that way. But by just putting a little tape, I'm gonna actually move this up a little higher because I don't want to lose. Actually, you know what? Maybe I can put it up top. No, I like it better down there. How do you like me being so indecisive on video? So there we go. And now I'm just going to, of course, pop those up so then it's the same height as the original piece. So it's just there. Just like that. That green a little bit. I am gonna move this higher. I just think it'll look better. Should have placed it on here before I tried this before. There, I like that better. And it doesn't cover the zero. So this is my completed card. You could do this for 10 anniversary, someone who's 10, or just change the number for whatever birthday or gathering it's for. So hope you enjoyed this card. Thanks.